MSI Claw 8 AI Plus, finally here. I managed to get one. So let's see it. This is the most incredible handheld device, in my opinion, at this point, the most powerful. So here it is. Let's see it and let's discuss about specs and what it has to offer. So this is the box, basically the, the handheld and the charger. You get a 65-watt charger for it, USB Type-C. So let's put it here and let's discuss about this beast. So this is it. This is MSI Claw 8 AI Plus. As I said, the most powerful device in my opinion at this point. This is how it looks. It's gorgeous, it feels fantastic, and we will discover more immediately. So let's unpeel this. Let's discuss about it, but first let's start it. You have a fingerprint reader here. We have this gorgeous 8-inch display. Let's see it in action. It has 1920 by 1200 native resolution. As I said, I just got the device and I made all the setup for it. What I highly appreciate, this is the first handheld device, because I had from Lenovo, from Asus, and I asked for from quite some time. I asked for these buttons to have RGB lights, especially in dark, when you play during night or evening. You want to see these buttons. Basically there are moments when you want to see them. I know you know them, but you want to see them. At this point we have these beautiful RGB lights here for the ABXY button. Alongside these RGB rings for the joysticks. But let's discuss about this. As I said, we have a beautiful massive 8-inch display with a 1920 by 1200 as a resolution. You can switch the resolution to lower options as usual. On the back we have this beautiful logo and beautiful back cover here with this design, as you see when you hold the handheld like this. Anyway, huge ventilations here. It's very silent, by the way. Probably at this point I would say it's number one if we want to make a top with the most silent devices ever. This is the first device that beside Steam Deck OLED, this is the first device with Windows, it's fair to say this way, that has very silent fans. On the front we have the 4 buttons. We have shortcuts here, MSI quick settings. They have a nice feeling when you press them, totally different from Ally, from Asus and Legion. They have a nice click. We have the D-pad. I know there were some complaints related to this design. You cannot satisfy everyone. I find it to be a really nice D-pad. The joysticks here with RGB lights around them. At this point we have the left joystick as a mouse, and it really works well without any setup. We have huge speakers. the best speakers out there on the market. You will see immediately these ones in action in a game. We have here the fingerprint reader. It works. It's nice to have it here. It's like on the one on Asus devices. You can unlock your device with just one click. Really nice. We have the micro SD card slot here. We have two USB Type-C ports. They are Thunderbolt 4. They have DisplayPort and Power Delivery 3.0. So you have two of them. The logo here, Claw. We have a port for a jack port for your headphones. The volume buttons, I love the fact that they are, you can feel them. They are, as you see here, outside the plastic here, the device, and you can feel them when you move your fingers. The triggers and the left and right buttons, they have a great design. They have these nice dots here. You can feel them when you move your finger like this on them. I hope I can catch them with the camera at this point. Here they are. At 795 grams, it's very well balanced, and the triggers, they feel fantastic. At this point the volume is at 50%. Let's hope we don't wow, this is I never had a handheld with this kind of sound. It's very rich, powerful. You really feel these 2 watts speakers because they have each of them 2 watts. Inside, as you know, the device has the most powerful CPU on a handheld device, the Intel Core Ultra 7 258V. It has also GPU Intel Arc 140V, 32 gigabytes at 8533. And what can I say? 120 hertz display refresh rate, and at this point you have 1 terabyte SSD, 2230. You don't get the longer version. Probably, I don't know, it would have been perfect to have the possibility to put the bigger one inside. Anyway, this is it. Let's see here, the brightness, the sound. You have shortcuts here. You have the possibility to use AI engine or to use a manual 30 watts or 17 watts. You have basically this this app, MSI Center, MSI Claw Center. Let's see it. Here it is. I will try immediately a game. So you have the possibility to use AI engine. You have settings for the lights here for your device, noise cancellation, media, system info, battery calibration, service, and general settings. Make sure that you install all the drivers also from their website. Let's start Steam and let's try a game. So let's start the game. At this point we have 1920 by 1200 high quality graphics. Let's see how it responds. Anyway, you will see here a lot of gameplays with this device. I'm really glad that I managed to get one and to show it here on my channel. So let's make the setup here, and immediately I will show you the game. So here we have the settings, high quality graphics, car detail. Let's set it also to high quality. Disable motion blur, and let's see. Don't forget that we have 1920 by 1200 as a resolution. Here it is. And let's see what we can find here. I almost forgot we have a huge battery, 80 watt hour capacity, really nice. As you know, also Asus ROG Ally X has a huge battery, the same basically, but at this point this is in advantage, at least for me, because we have a huge display. So let's see it. Don't forget 1920 by 1200 and high quality graphics. And wow, oh god, the sound is incredible. Not to mention also the quality for the details. 100%. It has a lot of bass. You can feel it vibrating around here. And at this point, let's put it at a lower volume. Fantastic. At this point, with AI active for the management of the TDP, it seems that we are using this one at 17 watts with a total power of 28 watts at this point, and we have 1920 by 1200 high quality graphics, 70 frames. Phenomenal. The best experience ever with a handheld device. Not to mention that at this point I cannot hear the fan. Fantastic. In my opinion, the best decision ever with a handheld device. It was quite an adventure to get it. As I said in a previous review for Lenovo Legion Go S, I had another one previously, but the package was stolen in another country. It was quite an adventure, and I was very upset because I wasn't able to get that device. I was expecting it basically, and unfortunately that problem appeared. After that there wasn't another unit available to get it, and I had to wait and wait and wait, and finally find it. Really incredible. At this point, from what I saw with this device, at this point for me this is the number one device. I know I have here a follower saying, when you get a device, a new device, you say it's the best. Yes, if you follow the updates of the gadgets of the market, of course a new gadget, it's almost every time the best. But this one truly deserves to be called in this way, because it has an amazing hardware inside, and from what I see here, the capabilities are fantastic. I mean, it's incredible. And of course, if a new device will appear tomorrow with better hardware, if we'll play this game with 1920 by 1200 high quality graphics and it will have 100 frames or 120, it will be crazy not to admit that it's better. And if it's possible to get it, it's fantastic. So at this point, this is the best device on the market with the best hardware, the best specs, the best battery, and 32 gigabytes of RAM, the most powerful CPU and GPU out there. Um, and we are waiting to see Lenovo Legion Go 2 with OLED display. That's really nice. And unfortunately, the battery it's smaller than this one, but also the sound will be on that one not so good because that one has the speakers here and not towards the player, and that is a mistake. Um, let's see if I press this one, um, endurance mode, manual mode. I will have to get used with it because you can set custom modes for the TDP, and you can play, for example, at 30 watts. But from what I see, the AI engine works really great and it delivers great experience, and it will save the battery. So this is the device. Let's discover it.